Today, we're making fiber-rich okra soup, or as some may call it, okra soup, without oil or palm oil. Let's get started. We'll need tomatoes and habaneros. We'll only be using 2 large tomatoes and 1 habanero for this recipe. We'll also need 3 large onions and 1 habanero, a thumb-sized ginger, and 4 cloves of garlic. We'll need some tripe and some meat. Any meat of choice can be used. Any quantity of choice can also be used. For this recipe, I'm using 2 pounds of each. We'll need 1 teaspoon onion powder, garlic powder, black pepper powder, and salt. We'll also need 3 cups of okra or okra, 1 large purple eggplant, and about 8 to 10 leaves of collard greens. Begin by chopping the 3 purple onions to be blended. Any color onions can be used. I usually just prefer using purple onions. In my opinion, they make the food taste a little bit better, but that is just my opinion. We'll be blending these onions with 1 habanero to be used as part of the seasoning for our meat and our tripe. We'll add our cloves of garlic and ginger to our onions and habaneros and blend it all together. Once that is done, pour your meat and your tripe in your cooking pot and pour on the blended seasoning. Pour in your powdered seasoning as well with the salt and mix with a spatula so that the seasoning can properly coat the meat and the tripe. Once this is done, place 2 large tomatoes onto your meat in the pot with a habanero. The extra habanero is completely optional if you cannot handle the heat. Place your pot on the stove and cover it with a lid until your meat and your tripe is cooked halfway. While that is cooking, I'll go ahead and chop the leaves of my collard greens into 1/4 inch sizes. I would also cut my eggplant into 1/2 inch to 1 inch cubes. Eggplants may promote blood sugar control. Adding eggplants to your diet may help keep your blood sugar levels in check. This is primarily because eggplants are high in fiber, which passes through the digestive system without being absorbed. Fiber can lower blood sugar by slowing the rate of digestion and absorption of sugar or carbohydrates into your bloodstream. If you're enjoying this video, don't forget to give me a thumbs up, leave a comment, and subscribe if you have not yet. Once your meat and your tripe are cooked halfway, your tomatoes and your habanero would be cooked. Take them out and blend. Set your blended tomatoes and habanero to the side and pour your okra into the cooking pot with the meat. Cover and keep cooking on medium heat. I decided to include some frozen seafood in my okra soup. This is entirely optional, but I'm using a combination of mussels, calamari, and shrimp. I went ahead to thaw it in the microwave. After cooking the okra for about 7 to 10 minutes, pour in the blended tomatoes and habanero. that was set aside. Also pour in the thawed seafood. My pot became very overcrowded after including everything I needed to include, so do well to use a bigger pot when trying this recipe. You can sprinkle on a little bit more seasoning to taste because of the added seafood, if preferred. Give it a partial mix. Add your chopped collard greens and your chopped eggplant. Cover to let cook for another 5 to 10 minutes. Give it a partial stir and let it simmer for another 3 to 5 minutes. I usually don't overcook my vegetables because I like my vegetables crunchy. So, just in case you want your vegetables a little bit on the softer side, you can cook it for a little bit longer. And just like that, you are done. Plate this and eat it with your Banku or your Eba or your pounded yam or any side you choose to eat it with. You can also decide to eat it just as is. Either way, it is absolutely delicious. I do hope you have enjoyed making this recipe with me. Until next time, remember to be beautiful, be bold, be true to yourself and to others. Stay healthy and always be you.